we have time also today, so we can learn this message also today. Before that, let me see quickly whether I have the use case of this one of PACS.010 messages. I can open 2-3 requests, so whatever is compatible to us, we can use that one. Direct debit message. Okay, so this is a direct debit message. I don't remember now which is the equivalent of, I think it's MT103 or 4 we have learned, right? Equivalent of this message 4, I think MT104 equivalent of this message. Okay, if you see this message is exactly replica of PACS.010 message as well. Okay, because this contain credit instruction, credit transfer information. Same thing we have seen in your PACS.010 as well. So PACS.010 contain the structure of PACS.010 messages, direct debit messages, group header and credit instruction. It contains a group header which contains a set of characteristics, credit instruction which contain the element providing information specific to direct debit transaction information and credit instruction here. Typically, a direct debit message is a many-to-many payment would be considered to point message successfully resulting in exchange of nowhere. Okay, don't worry on this part. Let's see directly on the how this message is used here. So a direct debit request always is requested by the receiving of the end. Okay, by the who is receiving payment. For example, which you have discussed, right? It is a creditor is requesting this request to the debtor bank always. Creditor is requesting to the debtor bank. Normally, whenever you are sending PACS.010, a credit transfer we are sending from A to C. A to C payment we are sending. But when normally PACS.010 we are sending, it is from C to A. Okay, C to A means we are sending a mandate already been signed, and it's a push or pull payment. What is the whether it is a pull payment or push payment, Lina? You discussed that day. That's I'm asking to you only. It is a pull payment. Pull payment. Okay, so it is a pull payment only. PACS.010 message. So let's see this pull payment how it is work. The financial institution direct debit message PACS.010 is sent by the financial institution directly or through another agent to the debtor agent. Okay, directly to another agent to the debtor agent. It is used to instruct the debtor agent to move the funds from the debtor account to the creditor account, where both creditor and debitor are financial institution only. Okay, so this is a pull payment from uh, from from agent D to agent A here. Sorry, not agent C is here. Agent C to A here. Okay, so this is a message which is sent. Both are same flow or same flow only. So because intermediate bank we're introducing here one more time. Now in this case, A, B, C, D and PACS.010 message, PACS2, PACS9, CAM253. The financial institution direct debit message PACS.010 is sent by the financial institution directly or through agent, another agent to the debtor agent. It is used to instruct. It is used to, okay, same thing mentioned to move the funds. It will say it might be the directly or through any agent in between. So that's only this only different mention here. Okay, group header again, no specific information. Message ID is there, date and time, number of transaction again is only one transaction, there is no change. Credit transfer information, let's see quickly we have the same information or not in the same chain as well. Message ID, date, number of transaction, it is here, number of transaction in this here. Okay, by the way we have already learned, right, header part here, so we don't have to see header here always. This is the group header, this is business application header always. The first part is business application header. We have learned this separately when we started with ISO 20022. Okay, and this is the part we are learning always when you are learning any messages. It contain a group header. The first part is contain group header. This is your message ID and date and time, number of transaction that contain this information of credit transfer. Okay, again it contain field 20 only, transaction number reference. Okay, instructed agent, that concept which we have learned in PACS 9, same concept here as well. Who is sending the payment become instructing to next is instructor agent. So this will become instructing agent, and from C to D is instructing agent. So instructing agent to instructed agent. So normally this flow is now PACS 9 flow is like this below one. Okay, this example is taken of bank to bank. So just now we seen it, right? If you remember, the financial institution direct debit message sent by a finance institution direct through also agent only. So here when you are using PACS 9 messages, sorry, PACS 10 messages, we are not going to use PACS 8 messages here. Okay, keep in mind. That's why we can see all the example is a PACS 10 only here references. Okay, so here in this case the instructing agent is sending request to the instructed agent here via the instructing agent C here. Okay, so this is the information they are passing here from agent D is exactly replica of your PACS 8 message. Only the funds there may be some fields are changing. Okay, so these fields are same thing. This again we already learned. Okay, what is creditor agent, the debtor agent is only the values remain same of this one. If you are going to learn the drop down values, this remain the same, and the field validation also same here. So if you see in your example here, creator agent and data this is instructing agent, instructed agent, same concept here as well. Everything is same. If you learn, if you remember, we have learned this PACS 8 message, right? It contain debtor, it contain debtor account, it contain other ID than this band of other account. Everything is same. Only now the flow is happening from right to left. Okay, so your debtor agent become creator agent like PACS 4 message. Okay, so PACS 4 message like PACS 4 here. There is a field. I'm just trying to see if anything different is there field apart from PACS 8, sorry, PACS 4 messages. No, PACS 8 only we have to consider, which is the reverse of PACS 8 here. So if you see, there is always the same fields are here. I'm going to say only instructor and instructor agent name will change, the big will change, but there is no other field is that the flow is happening from right to right. There is no such a kind of information is mentioned. all the all the IDs and flow exactly remain as a PACS 8 message only here as well. Still we see one by one. Creditor agent account. We have discussed lot of times, same thing in PACS 9 as well. Okay, optional is field is optional one. Same thing here as well. If you remember big LEI name and address, we have discussed so many times. For the creditor, it's also remain the same here. For creditor account, also the same thing we discuss. This is a new field here. Okay, this is one new field which is not there earlier. The financial institution direct debit message transaction information nested element captures information related to debit party of a transaction such as debtor, the amount and settlement date. Now this field is there, direct debit transaction information. It's here. If you see here, direct debit transaction information. So this field till here. Okay, now we'll see one by one this information, what is contained. Direct debit transaction information, this field. Only this field is been changed, otherwise all fields are same here. It is important to recognize that the data element contains in this part of the direct debit message are identical to the PACS 9 message, correct, which is already we know. Financial institution credit transfer message, same thing. From a business perspective, authorization of a direct debit instruction can be predetermined in a couple of ways. As CBPR is not operating a direct debit scheme, either third-party debit authority could be granted to the agent instructing of direct debit, or payment identification could be used to capture static incremental value to determine if the agent. Okay, don't get confused on this. CBPR is not supporting, CBPR only supporting the messages, right? Anyways, the direct debit is who is doing the country's clearing and settlement thing, that only doing, right? CBPR is not supporting direct debit, as we already know. CBPR is not supporting anything, it's only passing the messages. It's like a SWIFT message. So direct debit authority is doing is the country specific regulation system is doing of this one. So this information of direct debit is not here on this page, is mentioned on the next page. What are the fields are contained here? So it contain, okay, the fields remain same, only the ID is changing now. It contain payment identification, instruction ID, end-to-end ID, UATR. Now we have seen everything, and this is similar is we have learned in PACS 8 and PACS 9 as well. Even the not provided word also there, right? So everything is remain same now. For so it contains instruction ID, end-to-end ID, and UATR. Even is contain payment ID, interbank settlement amount, currency, everything will be there. How much is the, this is predefined, right? How much amount should be the debited? This is also debited. And what is the settlement date also mentioned here. Okay, transaction ID, clearing system reference, that also we have discussed everything. Instruction priority like medium, low, high, right? Category purpose, which is the category of the payment, like securities and everything. Again the same thing of your PACS 8 and 9 messages, service level. Okay, and next fields are mandatory fields, your interbank settlement amount and settlement date. Unlike has PACS 10 message, unlike PACS 8 has one element to capture the amount of the transfer interbank settlement amount. A mandatory amount moves between the instructing agent to the uh, instructing agent is therefore point to point amount considered in field 32. So same amount which is mentioned here as well, field 32. The is one they are talking. Interbank settlement amount, settlement date, CLS time request. Okay. The next content data details. So we have discussed also this so many time, LEI, weeks and FC. This is the data details. Okay. The data account, other IDs still here. Data agent, same thing. Data account, data agent, instructing agent, category of purposes. Okay. Those also we have discussed a lot of time. Then remittance. This is I think remitter information also we discussed. But let's see. This is I think I don't remember that we discussed this one. Remitter information. Okay, this field is not mandatory, so that's why it is not there. So remitter information, I think we have discussed that it contains 140 characters and there is no validation on that part. You can just send a text message on this one. So for that message can be helpful. Okay, so this is that PACS 10 message of remitter information. Okay, directly we reach to use case only of this one. So debtor, creditor bank, everything we have covered this one. Anything I miss out, I'm just checking. Message ID, instructed agent, number of transaction, no, everything remains same as your PACS 9 messages. Okay, only this additional field has been added here. Direct debit transaction information, from which bank to which bank we are giving this instruction. Okay, from right to left now, which bank. So same flow is going to explain here as well. A use case should be considered as a primary example where use case will be cross reference. Use case market infrastructure can apply. Anyways, we're going to directly see the example of this one. Okay, so here you can always, there are 3 example mentioned, maybe one is negative one, but simple one is that high level payment of finance insurance direct debit PACS 10 message. Here your now if you see agent E here, A, B, C, D and E. So C, D and E, the third bank. Okay, so debtor is agent debtor is your A bank. Okay, and your creditor is your E bank here. Okay, and between that there are 3 intermediaries are there, A, B, C and D. So C has introduced here. Why C is introduced here? Let's see now why it is C and not is the market infrastructure here. Market. Okay, agent A initiate, agent E initiated. Now we have to see from right to left, not right left to right. Here, agent E initiate a direct debit instruction to agent A account. Okay, from E to A, this message has been instructed. So this arrow is come to, is should be till A here only, but actual payment is settlement happening between B. So that's why I think it's restricted here, to keep it here only. Debtor agent B initiates a serial payment towards the creditor debtor agent B. So this is the first they explain that already how the serial payment is happening, like this. Debtor agent B initiates a serial payment towards the creditor agent E using agent B and C are intermediaries. So this is the old flow only. Into a part, again the CAMT53 message may send depend on the request. So this is also old flow. This is also old flow only, that debit and credit notification settlement of part. Okay, this is also old flow. Agent C processes the payment to agent D. This is normally happening. Agent D creates the account of the agent D creates the account of the creditor E and may optionally provide a notification to here. So being honest with you, they have not explained here. I don't know why they haven't explained here how this your payment is moving from uh, using PACS.010 message. It's only mentioned that how this PACS.009 is working. They haven't mentioned how the payment is moving from E to B. They directly say in single word that agent A initiates direct debit instruction from agent A to agent A. That's it. This is the first line only, direct debit. Otherwise, the other things are your normal credit transfer of your bank to bank. Okay, so I like to see any example is properly mentioned. They are only saying that PACS.010 has been sent from E to A directly. But okay, did you understand that why they have mentioned, they have explained the other below flow only? Anyone? Why they have given importance to the below flow only? Why not important to this one? Anyone can guess it? Okay, I will tell you. See, once your request has sent from E to A, the payment should have moved out, right? How this payment is going to move? From once request has been sent, this request on particular date and time, the amount should be deducted, direct debit, right? So that amount will send from A to B only, right? A to B, B to C, C to D, and D to E only. So only thing is that your E is, for example, E, just keep it at Lina. Okay, Lina is asking Anu. E is Lina, A is Anu. Lina is asking Anu that can you transfer me 100 pound, 100 euros as a request, full payment, direct debit at every month on particular date. Okay, like this the agreement is signing between them. So what that happened, once Lina is sent to Anup, then Anup is sending a request. Anup's bank, particularly Anup's bank, is sending back with the proper PACS.9 messages. What every time that that particular date, not it happened immediately, but particular date and particular amount has been initiated from Anup's bank. Anup has given A to B, B to C, C to D, and D to E here. Okay, that's why this payment is happening on the below part. The above part is a request. It not contain the settlement part or reconciliation part. That's why it is not market infrastructure is required here on the above part. It will directly send from your E to A directly. Okay, it's just a request of send with the payment, and it will contain as well the intermediary agent. Depend on that how much a bigger chain is there, it may contain, it may not contain, depend on that. The next example is simple or same only, that it may not contain the intermediary requests are there. This is directly from A to B to C here. Okay, but did you understand this concept, right? The below part is that payment is movement part, the above part is request part. The PACS.010, the blue one is the request part, the below part is your credit transfer information. In next example, high level book movement of financial institution direct debit PACS.010. Agent A again, agent E is not here. Why they introduce? I don't know. This mistake. Agent A initiate direct debit instruction to agent A account. Okay, agent maybe is there in the right hand side. It's not there. Agent B debits the debtor. Agent B debits the debtor A. Optionally provided notification to credit agency. Credit, and here agent B credits the account of the creditor C and may optionally provide account. In simple language here, the bank E is not present here, but the same flow is happening, which is happening here only. He has sent a request of PACS.010 message. On response of that, your B is sending um, here directly notification CAMT 53. Okay, they are not sending CAMT. Oh, oh. High book movement of financial institution direct debit PACS.010 message. See, it's confusing here. They are not moving the fund. They are only sending the statements. Provide notification of credit notification addition to the CAM. Okay, this optionally provide. See, such a confusing here. If somebody is not reading this, very confusing. They already sent PACS.9 as well and also sending the notification as well. CAMT 53, but it only mentioned CAMT 53. It should have mentioned PACS.9 as well, movement of fund, not only a statement. Okay, so it's pretty confusing to someone is reading first time. Okay, I think this is the flow. Okay, this is I think more confused. This is not required for you. This one. So this is your PACS.10 message, direct debit one. Okay, and your we learned CAMT 56 today and PACS.10. So here we have, I think we have, yes, we have completed all our syllabus today here. PACS.10, PACS.20, sorry, not PACS.20, CAMT 56, 52, 53, and 54. So what I will do now, okay, I will try to explain something in next session, not tomorrow. If Lina is not joining tomorrow, that will be last session. Here I am going to explain some request from Rakesh as well. He want to see. I have to give answer also some solution of his questions. So that also will give there. Plus we will discuss some Lina's thing. If you guys also have some doubts, if I'm able to solve it upfront, I will note it down. Maybe I can arrange one more session on that. Okay, so tomorrow, not tomorrow, depend on the Lina's ability if she is there. So tomorrow we're going to see one end-to-end flow as well, and we are going to see some question and answer from day one. I'm going to repeat one more time. I'm not noting down, but I'm just repeating one more time from the day. I'm only just saying what are the question answer, not solution now. So from day one till now, I think we have started our session 10th or 12th April, right? So May and now almost June. So 1.5 month almost. So how much we have discussed, right? Same thing I'm going to repeat one more time. Not the explanation, but at least what are the question answer which Lina has requested. So we'll do that maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So that also will do. Okay. And, no, no, no. We will do one thing. We will discuss on WhatsApp, right? And then we'll see. Okay. You confirm us. You confirm us. Then only. Okay. Then only we'll do that. Otherwise, we will. If it is not there, Rakesh also has some. He also asked me some questions, so we'll take that also at the end. Yeah. So yes, we are going to finish our session then by day after tomorrow or like that. So today is the CAMT 56 one that. All right, even the meeting is ending now. It's almost 1 hour now. So we'll see tomorrow or day after tomorrow about the last session one. All good? Yeah. Okay.